the first film of Matteo Botrugno and Daniele Coluccini at Terra was presented yesterday. Today is the day of majority. And so the two directors join us. I really thank them to be here, and they are ready also to answer to your questions. What I can maybe add is that if Seren was really involved already in the cinema machine, because he worked with Fatih Akin, he was aware of the strategy of cinema. The two Italian guys discovered professional cinema and discovered how to be directors right with this movie. Until the last year, we met them here in Venice, just like film goers like you, seeing movies, taking pleasure to discover new directors, to discover new possibilities of new issues for their own language. And 1 year later, we're here with a film. So maybe it's a little bit a different approach. It could be interesting to know their attention to the idea to have a confirmation with the first movie and how they react to the idea this morning, exactly this morning, that now they have to face the very dark moment in which you have to reconfirm yourself. What will be the future for you?
I think that in this moment we have to be conscious that this moment is for us not an arrive to Venice, but a beginning of something more. And if we have this clear thing in the mind, we can go on with our work. And yesterday was a very big emotion for us because it was the first premiere, and there was the closing. The closing, the final step for of 1 year of work, of hard work, because you can imagine with a very low budget film, we had everyone did something more of his role, and so we were directors, but we were also runners, also everything that the staff needed. And so it was 1 year of a very big work, but it was a year full of experiences. So we learned, I think, on working on the film, we learned very, very much about this work. And obviously we saw movies, we saw so many movies, and so we had a very precise idea of the cinema we want to do. But the working on it changed our minds, and we did a very, very incredible experience doing the film. Being here is obviously an enormous thing, and for us that we loved Venice days before, when we came here to write, because we wrote on a magazine website of cinema, and we always follow the Venice days and seek the Critics Week, yes, because are two sections that are full of a particular type of cinema that is not on the mainstream, and so we are proud to be here because we like to be in this kind of cinema that is a bit different of the thing we normally saw in cinemas around us.
I want to answer Giorgio to, it's, I don't know if the future of our film will be dark or will be shining, bright. So, but I think we already have some problem with distribution of our film because independent movies in Italy are not always so lucky. So, but we try to go on with our work without. As we did right now, we're always working. We try to go on and waiting for some response del pubblico, feedback of the audience and of some distributors.
I was wondering. I mean, it's still pretty early to think about that because yesterday was, as you said, the premiere of your film and, so to say, the closing of the whole filming and production process. But if for your next film, if you already had decided, A, if you want to work together, and B, if it may be easier for a second film to work on its own because you possibly might be received by the audience and by the critics as a new person, whereas when you produced directed the next film together, they might expect you to top